Robotics is an engineering discipline. It's got application these days in a wide range of fields, from manufacturing to automotive applications. And robotics, it's really a core set of tools. The creativity comes in identifying where we can apply these sets of technologies. The field I'm working in today is self-driving cars. And self-driving cars are really robots on wheels. And so it's really up to someone to have the insight to say, I can adapt these tools and techniques from robotics and apply it in a completely new way. Self-driving technology is really hard. It's hard to get these cars to work properly. Today, the technology is largely being deployed in a proof of concept stage, an R&D stage. We have about 70 cars on the road today in the testing phase. We'll have a couple hundred cars on the road next year. In the coming 2 to 3 years, the 2020 timeframe, that's when we'll be in the thousands of cars, the tens of thousands of cars, and you start to get toward a more commercially viable play. So in the next few years, we're going to see an increasing deployment of autonomous vehicle technology, and it'll start in, I'd say, a select few cities, the cities that have the right combination of weather, infrastructure conditions, and the right regulatory landscape. Robotics and autonomous vehicles, it's really a new frontier. And regulators in various countries often don't quite understand the technology and its implications. Some of them are working very hard to learn as quickly as they can so that they can put in place the right regulation that'll let companies invest in their countries and get their products on the road. But it's a struggle, I think, for the regulators to keep up with the pace of technology. What we look for in a regulatory landscape in any given country is progressive thinking around the liability question, to make sure if there is an accident, for example, that we'll be able to tolerate and live with that risk. An understanding of the privacy and security requirements in that country. Certain governments have, I'd say, invested more time and energy so far in looking into autonomous vehicle technology. Singapore is a great example of a country that's been very diligent in understanding this technology. The US has also done a lot of homework in this area. They've actually put in place federal guidelines, not formal regulation yet, but guidelines around this technology so that everyone has a clear understanding of what the federal government is thinking. And that's very helpful. As a company, as a developer, you look for that kind of certainty and clarity of thought when you make your investment decisions on what country you're going to operate in. Autonomous driving technology is going to impact a number of industries. Insurance is a great example. With autonomous driving, there'll be fewer accidents. Those accidents may be more expensive because the cars will be more expensive. But when you have fewer claims and the potential for a shrinking revenue pool, that makes a lot of folks in the insurance industry nervous. Obviously, any industry that has a significant part of their business involved in ground transport could be massively disrupted by autonomous driving technology. And then, as we've been talking about, taxi-type services, mobility services are really ripe for disruption by this technology.